Alright, everybody. Now we are going to work on splitting the character up. Okay? So, now that I already have my folder structure here, let's see, this is arms. We're going to need some hips. Let's bring the opacity down. Maybe to like, no, that's too light. 40 maybe, 45. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna drop this under this. Okay, what did I say? We're gonna do lower legs first. So yeah, start with the hips. And where's that script? We are gonna turn all the bones off. All of them. I don't know why those aren't going off. I don't know, but at least they're out of the way. But that's also a script we can use. All right, so back to the hip. So we're just gonna draw like a box. And let me add some styles. So yeah. Okay, the hips, let's give it a little box. I do my hips like this, they a little box. It's easy to transform. So this is why I do the way I do it. And also line, skin, pant. Okay, so we got that. Now what we need to do is find the lower right leg. Oh, actually right leg, I forgot. I moved it in one layer because I don't really need to split it up. And if I do need to split it up for some reason because I'm prop or something, then I can always go and break it up. But I'm still going to draw it like it's broken up. Now we're gonna draw the pivots. We don't really need this pivot, but I'm gonna start with this pivot. This will help us get the legs right. So we got that. Let's bring this down here. Boop-a-doo. Bottom leg, and let's do this. Draw this there. Another script. We want this coordinate. And we want that one. And we want this to be there in the middle. This to be there in the middle. And then we're gonna take this. Let's make sure we got that. What's this shortcut key right here? G. Split. So this is where our middle circle will go. Okay. And I can just kind of eyeball it. And boom. So now we will draw squares. Let's see, I guess we could draw it all the way down. We don't need to show the skin there. Yeah. This is gonna be the skin color here. Okay. I could have just did it right there. Okay, because the shoe will go there. But this is a pant, so it's not his actual leg, and you don't really need to see it as much. But if we need to make some adjustments, we can make some adjustments. Now back to what I need to do. Back to this script here. Oh wait, no. I need this point. And this point. We'll take these. Move that there. Before I do that, I think it's 8. 8 to hide this line, hide that line. That line can stay. And I think I already got that point. And put that there. And now we'll do the same thing up here. And we have a leg. We just need to shrink this in or it'll look like he'll have a bell bottom. No bell bottoms. This. Let's move that in there. Let's take a look at it. Move this one in just a little more. Actually, you know what? We need to, oops. We need to make this one a little bigger. Yeah. Okay, we have a pant. That's one. And then let's just copy all of this. Copy. Oh, we don't need this anymore. This is well, I mean, it can stay. It'll help with when we come to move the bones in place, so it can stay. And plus, it's not it don't have any lines on it, so it'll help. And then we'll paste this here. Flip that. Boom. Now we have that. And just to make sure, let's see, that's the foot. Wait a minute, is that on 0? Did I put this on 0? I did not. So we need to make some adjustments here. Let's go ahead and shift this over a little bit. Let's move this down just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, yeah. We don't want this like outside of here. I mean, it don't really matter, but for ease, when it comes to animating, I prefer it to be inside the hip actually. So let's redo this leg. Copy. Go back to this leg. Paste. Flip. And okay. Now let's get our patches in order. So I have a hip. Oh, you know what? We need the crotch, because I'll show you why. Essentially, we just want to get this part in order, because this is going to be the crotch. And we're going to pop this in here. And then we're going to take this fill. We're going to unfill that. And then I'll show you what happens with the hip patch. Let's go ahead and move this up. So the hip patch, you just create your patch and assign it to this. So anything between these two will get patched. Which I think. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, no. This too, we also have a right and left leg patch. So you want to do the same thing there too. He's a little thinner than Naomi, so we'll shrink these down. With Moho, there's this little hack that you kind of have to hack it a little bit. So it's because it's not registering. So I need to recreate the patch because it's in the group. It's not going to see this leg. So you take this patch and then you just move it outside. Otherwise, you won't see it when you try to make the patch. And then two, we're not going to see it because we need to hide some of these lines. Hide this line, that, and that one. So let's get rid of this hip. So this is the only thing that should be, unhidden. You could just make a little round it off there, but yeah. Okay, let's turn this hip back on, and now it's working properly. I could technically move these under the hip and it would do the job that I needed to do. Actually, yeah, because we want the arms to be behind the legs anyway. So let's move this over the hips, and then we can do that right there. But we're still gonna need the extra patches for when we do the leg turn. So I think the solution is we make the patch in here and we move it like halfway. You want it to show only halfway, so when it's on the back side of the hip, because eventually when he turns to left or right, so let's say he's turning this way facing the toolbar, this right leg is gonna be under this hip, but we still want this patch to block out some stuff. And then let me just show you. So we need to move this over this. So let me show you right here. Whoop. I don't know why Moho be doing that too. Like when I zoom in one, sometimes it just goes way in. So let's say we got this hip. So this leg will need to go under this hip. Oh, why you doing this to me today? Let me reset the camera. Okay, there we go. See, how it works, supposed to work is this line supposed to be blocked out. Let me try this. Let me make sure I don't have a double copy. I don't have a double copy. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. That's right. This is why we get rid of it. You either get rid of this circle or you merge it to this shape. That's why it's showing. It's driving me crazy. I'm human, people. So let's get rid of these. Oh, not split. Delete. So now it works. Now it'll work. Okay. So we turn the crotch off. We put on a layer. We move the right layer under there. We turn the crotch off. And so now you have the, what is that? Left facing, right facing hips. So the leg is behind the hips and the left leg is in front. So this is what you want. So this is why we did what we did. So let's continue. Let me delete this. Okay. And we can turn the crotch back on. And we also need to fix the hips. Yeah, we can just fix the hips a little bit. Shift that out there just a little bit. Boom. It don't have to be super perfect. So yeah, I think that's, yeah, oh, we gotta do the left side here. Left side, left leg. Patch. Left leg. Let me see. I don't think you have to do it in there. Let's turn the crotch off and let's test that theory. So it would be behind the hip, facing that side. This is on the left side, and then we should be able to move this. Yep. So yeah, it was because of that circle, that pivot, and boom. And now we got the left facing hip, hips facing left. And now I just need to add the shoe. Let's put that back there. Let's turn the crotch back on. And let's see. Right leg, foot. We will add a Chelsea boot. Shoes. We can put this under the pant. And the reason you don't see it is because I have it set to a Vitruvian bone. And you won't see it until, let's get rid of that, I turn it on. Vitruvian group foot, inner, outer, and there you go. So let's smooth this here, and then we'll get rid of this. G. And boom. Now he let's we'll do that and curve it a little bit. Give it a little curve. And then I will add the same once I turn this back. I do have a bone to flip that, so I don't have to do that manually, but yeah. And this is the end of this video, or this section I should say, the end of this section. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the upper torso, but we have the legs.